Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The game moves the ball to a 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, Chris, you think about it over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding the football.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Again, makes it second and medium. Direct snap to the back. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, makes it second and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Gators. Offense setting the tone early. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's moving out of the pocket. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the Seminoles pick up enough to get a first down there.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Catch made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Short throw complete to the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And the Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tries to get it to the running back. That ball snagged for a completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here comes a handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he
takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught on the outside. It's Harvey. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
First down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in a screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Back to throw. It's Robinson. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled after the interception, and that would be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent game that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's second down here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play.
Let's go.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Robinson. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
We go with a direct snap. Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gators line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Gators. And they go in front here in the second half.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
He'll ride the back again here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And he was stuffed right at the line. I don't think he got it.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 21, Florida State 14.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Robinson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
A quick throw out left, complete. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances. This guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you will never forget this kind of performance.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Looking to throw yet again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and...
Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
second down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect.
Hey, you saw they cheated me then, bro. They look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Ain't no fucking way. That's look at that shit, bro. Oh my god. I hate this fucking game, bro.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's in. Out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a...
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can take their foot off the gas. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. Break Springer over the right side. Can they chase him down? So another W today as this team continues.